All right, so this topic we talked about in some of the other videos, but I think it is still important and a good reminder, especially when you're creating a course. In my mind, a good course is a course that saves students significant amount of time. What people would have learned without your course, let's say it would have taken them 200 hours. If you can get it down to 20 hours and help people get to that level, your course is saving students 180 hours of work. That should be the main definition of how effective the course is, not how comprehensive is your course. How smart does, people think you are after, going through your course? That's not that shouldn't be the course purpose. The course purpose, in my opinion, is always think about the students first. Think about how you can save time for the students. Think about how you can get people from level 0 to level 10 in the most effective way possible, where you're feeding the brain, right? Where they're really learning and growing intellectually, as well as addressing the heart and the emotions, right? Again, they may be learning things very quickly, but if they feel like your course is crap and that's not good for you either, right? So you got to address the emotional needs. You got to explain the whys, not just the hows. But if you do that with the student mindset, with the goal that my goal is usually to climb this mountain, it would take 200 hours. I want to see if there's a pathway to get there in 20 hours. Maybe initially you get them in 50 hours and then you get it down to 40 and then 30 and then 20 as you unlock additional ways to teach things more simply, uncover, beautiful analogies that really seem to help students, as well as better assignment landscape. But anyway, you should never confuse what the course purpose is. The end goal is to save students time. So if there's already a great course that teaches X, Y, and Z, you may not need to recreate it. If you can't do a better job teaching that as effectively as someone else, just leverage. It's not a competition. There are wonderful teachers out there who may teach some of these contents very simply, easily. Leverage it. Just send people to that and say, come after you watch these videos, read this article, and then come back, right? You don't have to solve the world's education problem yourself. And then sometimes I tell that to myself because I think I have that temptation and that urge also. But hey, let's do everything we can to save students time. It's not to teach everything they need to know for that mountain. It's not, oh, I'm going to be so comprehensive. I'm going to cover every stone and every hill and valley for this huge mountain. It's more, let's help them get to that top. What's the thing that they really have to go through to really reach the top, where they can create anything, almost anything, around that area, right? But remember, once they reach level 10 and look down, they will see the best practices far more clearer than when they were level 0 and looking up at the top of the mountain that seems so daunting and not knowing, how am I even going to get there? Or what's the best practice? People usually worry about best practices when they're looking top at a destination they haven't gone. But once they reach that top destination, when they look down, best practices are no longer as relevant because they know themselves, because they can just look down and they've gained self-sufficiency. Okay, course purpose is to save students time, not to make you look good, not to make the course instructor look good, not to teach everything, especially the no need to knows. We don't want to teach that because that will waste students time.